Hello and welcome to Tarotism. This is Satyajit here. And today again I had an urge to do a video, so I'm doing it without any agenda in mind. I don't know what it is going to be about. Uh, I do this as a thing in the evenings. I have a full-time job in day. I work as a content creator for fashion. This is something my passion. This is something I love to do. I feel like I have bond towards the tarot decks. So let's start the reading. This reading is for the person who is spiritually inclined and who is currently on a bridge of spiritualism and materialism. This is a very uncharted territory and very confusing phase in life where you have choices to be very in contentment of your spiritual bliss and also an urge to have pleasure of the materialistic things. See, the thing is, you don't have to decide whether you want to be spiritual or materialist. Once you're on the path of spiritualism, I think the things should happen on their own accord. You'll get stuck when you decide to choose something. So your superpower right now is not to choose at all and let the things happen the way they are happening. This is a very powerful message for you because there is no roadmap for this. There is no blueprint that I can give that or a user manual you can use to navigate this reality you're going through right now. Things get tricky when you fall into trap of being someone and go into the vortex of thoughts about what you should be and what you should be not, what should be doing as a spiritual person, what you should not be doing as a spiritual person. I myself was in this dilemma for quite some time, and then a phase came with the grace of masters that I decided to go with the flow and let the things happen. Not in my fondest dreams I would have imagined that I would be doing tarot reading. We'll move further into your reading with new cards, new energy. I don't know, I felt like shuffling and start again new phase in this reading. You're having hard time deciding something and you're still healing from the aches of losing what you lose when you stumble upon the truth, the truth within. You are in fight with your higher self that how dare you defile my sanity. I see those cards which I saw in the shuffling itself. Same cards. There is no compartmentalization of things as we see them. It's all interconnected and it's all the same. So there is no boundary where your body ends and your energetic being begins. You are an energetic being with a body. Uh, and all of it is illusion. You can exchange as much as you want in regards of this, the thoughts. You can read scriptures and you can have verbal exchange with your friends and family and your gurus and your colleagues on the spiritual path. But there is no differentiation between material and spiritual aspects of life. The very goal of life is that it should percolate into your being and until it becomes a way of being. So let it marinate and let your mind dissolve and don't try to mix it, you know, because they are not apart from each other. It's an alchemy, not a mixture, not a recipe, not something that you can read in the books and you can prepare. No, it's alchemy, and it has its own flavor and own way of doing things with you. And by it I mean the higher self, the higher power which you have stumbled upon. I would say it's nothingness. I would say it's the ultimate divine silence. I would say it is benevolent force of the good which rushes through your body using the body as the medium, and things just happen like that. And the poverty you suffered, the richness you suffered, and the heartaches you had were all the formality of occurrence, just to let you know that this is all false and there is something more to life than just good and bad, beautiful and ugly, you know, the concepts. So your mind has broken all the boundaries, but there is phantom of something that is not there right now, you know, just a habitual tendency to go into a pattern, go into a discipline, go into a rhythm, you know. Not being in that, not being in concept, in compartments is new for you. So you are running back to where you came from. Mm, but you should remember your journey so far, and the courage that propelled you so far until this moment. If it was intentional, if the spiritual path is intentional for you, that courage will take you further into a phase which is way more beautiful than known. There is beauty in unknown. There is absolute confusion, and you won't understand what to do, what's going on. But once you stay there, linger there for a little longer, the divine will start to speak with you, and give you task which it wants to manifest in this world, keeping you as the medium. You see? So, um, you will have friendship, you will have camaraderie, you will have affections, you will have love towards others, and yet you will be not obligated and accountable to this world. You see, because you are the one who is experiencing this world, and this world is nothing without you. If you take out yourself from this experience, the experience itself is nothing. So you are experiencing this world because you have decided to experience this world, consciously, unconsciously, willingly, unwillingly. I don't know. You ask this yourself, but this is the way it is. And there is no return from what you're feeling right now. You can't unsee this. You don't have any other option. You have seen the light, you have seen the sun, and now you can't go in the darkness. You can't unsee this. You have stepped into the fabric of reality, the real, the thing that is really real, which is far beyond tangible aspects of life. As you go further, there is going to be a time for rejoice and to enjoy the fruits which get sweeter and sweeter by time. You are going to be engaged in a very soul fulfilling work, something serendipitous. You will feel that future is very bright, but at the same time you will be anchored in the present moment very strongly, which is the gift that you have received with this realization of truth. It feels like you have won all the battles in life, and you have gained ultimate experience which is required as a very essential aspect for effortlessness. The judgment is over. The urge to judge whether this is good or bad, whether this is for me or not, is done. It's over. The scales are balanced now, and you're right in the middle of the scales, holding the scales itself, and you're balancing it quite well. Your your meditation practice have brought you to this phase, like you were sitting in the lotus bud, very in a very sterile conditions, where you are given a chance to incubate, and as the sun shines on the lotus, it opens, and so the light opened for you too. So your inner light is equal to your outer light. And as this happened, this lotus, which represents your meditation practice, whatever it is, it can be your work, it can be a formal meditation practice you have engaged into, it can be doing dishes. For some people, it's going for a walk, for some people, it's gardening, for some people, it's writing, whatever you like in form of meditation. The practice has brought you so far. The lotus has now opened, but now this is time for you to leave this lotus palace and disengage yourself from the practice, because you don't practice how to live the life, you live the life. You don't try to be, you be. And at this phase, it's time for you to be without any validations, approvals, and reference to context. There is clarity of the clearness that you have inside, which helps you see the world clearly outside. Again, your intuition is at par, it's at its highest peak. You know where to go with this and what to leave behind. This is the best stage in your life right now. I can see it. There are conflicts, there are difficulties which are always there. Somehow 777 is going to be very crucial for you, because I see it 3 times here. And that's the resolution of conflict too. You will understand the aspects that support the life without your interference. And these are three aspects of being: the mind, the body, and the soul. When it comes to mind, you're aware of what you're leaving behind. You are highly intuitive now. Uh, you know something is over, it's time to take off that robe and put it aside. Uh, it can feel like mourning your own death. This is very special kind of experience you will experience only once in life. There is no, like once it's experienced, you can't experience it again. This in this transition phase, you know. You know there is nothing that you will be carry forwarding ahead. Where the body is concerned, you have an urge to take care of your body. Uh, but you are very shy on finding time for yourself, because a person on a spiritual path is always told that you have nothing to do with spiritual things, and this body is an illusion and all that stuff. I agree with that. There is nothingness. This body is nothing, just an experience you're having. But right now, it's the temple that you live in. So you need to take care of your body. You have the urge to do it, and that is the right urge to do it. Drink lot of water, exercise, eat good food, wear good clothes, celebrate this body, because we don't know if we are going to get it again or not. We just know that right now we have it, and we should treasure it. Use it as a tool and instrument. Don't disregard it. Don't insult it. Uh, don't be in denial of your own body. Love your body. Hug your body. Because if you go out to seek in the world without knowing how to love yourself, there is no love in the world for you. And the way you love yourself, world loves you in the same way. Where the soul is concerned, this ancient soul has finally found its strength to be what it is meant to be. And it gives you zest, wisdom, and courage to barge into things that you wouldn't have done before. Maybe you're given an option to try something new in life, and as you're in transition phase, you might be thinking about taking that option or not. But I strongly suggest that you should reconsider if you're about to say no, and see where it takes you. And it's not a marriage. Even marriage can be broken, but it's not a permanent thing. Nothing is permanent. You can try it for some time. If you don't like it, leave it. If you like it, keep it. So there is one conscious choice the soul has brought to your doors, which you need to make, because you always have a free will. You always know what to do, and you always know how to do it. You just have to say yes or no. But at your stage, I would say yes to everything, because there is nothing to reject. There is nothing to reject about this life. The sadness, the pain, the happiness, the fulfillments, the contentment, the loneliness, the aloneness, the way you party with your friends. There is nothing to reject about it, there is nothing to affirm about it. Just enjoy it as it comes. Even the loneliness, there is a beautiful silver lining to it. You won't experience that shine, the grace of melancholy in rave parties or in pubs. No, this loneliness has its own zing. It has to be experienced. It has to be acknowledged. It has to be processed. That's called living the life. So pardon yourself from having to decide and just say yes to life. This is the phase where I feel that you yourself are moving into a very how do I put it? I don't want to say positive because I don't want people to be positive about anything or negative about anything. But maybe you're entering into phase in this reading where you are starting to feel good something about, I sense it. And that's good. That's a good sign. Good sign. Good sign. Because after every dark night there is going to be a sunshine, and after sunshine there is going to be a dark night. So the solution for this is to be light onto yourself, and you be the light for yourself and for the world, for the people around you. Let your smile be an occasion to celebrate for someone within. When you just laugh for nothing, like for no reason, when you smile for no reason, it's it's giggle of the divine. And you don't have to crack jokes to laugh. You don't have to see comedy series to laugh. That is also a good laughter, ha 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 ha. But there is a serene, blissful laughter that arises from the nothingness, from the silence, which sometimes can also rise in the time when you're with yourself, when you're alone, when you're lonely. That is the divine laughter. It seems like you are lunatic, but a lunatic is not worried about past and future. So it's okay if you feel like lunatic. This has been a long journey of many lifetimes, and I sense that there was conflict at the heart of this journey for many lifetimes. You have been through poverty, you have been through wars, you have been through betrayals, and there is lot of generational baggage that has been lifted off your shoulder with this realization of truth. Again, you have started, like, you're feeling good about it because you have started to recognize, you have started to acknowledge that there was a baggage, and you only feel it when it's removed from your shoulder. When you feel light, you recognize that, oh, there was something on my shoulder that I needed to keep down, and now I'm free. And for many lifetimes, you have been going through a lot which is called phenomenon of life, and it has made you wise. Uh, you have inherited ancestral wisdom and ancestral wealth too. So your body, which is uh, representation of your history of your ancestors, and your soul, which is representation of uh, something that has changed many bodies and finally taken this one. So this confluence of ancestral body and ancestral wisdom soul has brought something very beautiful for you, you see. So you are rich in all the aspects of your being. This existence is nothing but the richness for you, like a something has turned in your favor, which you were not aware of, you know. And there is lot of wisdom, lot of downloads, and lot of zest, enthusiasm, and energy which is bestowed upon you in all forms, in all forms. So I I urge you, don't fall in trap of choosing. It's not about if you should have this or that. Why choose if you can have this and that? Have both, have everything. And that's the real purpose of being, to have a fulfilled experience. So who are we to deny that? You know, why punish ourselves? There is no need to punish. Everything is fine. You haven't done anything. Everything happened. So there is no reason to punish yourself for the imaginary things that you have done. Or you might think that you would do to others. And this is the very crux of conflict you have been living in for ages, for many lives. And your soul experienced this to bring you at this juncture where it was bound to happen. This realization was bound to happen because you were way too much out of line, if I may say, for many eons. You know, if something is moving, and a natural tendency for it is to halt, and the conflict, the force that was constantly putting you into movement, into revolutions, I see somehow, of very unpleasant experience, very dynamic experience. The external forces have stopped now. You have detached yourself from them. And now the only thing that can happen to you is peace, is silence, is stillness. because nothing is suspended now, nothing is attached to anything now, nothing is moving around you. Or maybe it's moving, but you have found yourself into the unmoving center of the things, like being in the center of the cyclone, and see all the things that was stirring up in your mind constantly. This, without you, this cyclone, this storm is going to pass, and there will be absolute silence, stillness, peace, which you are about to experience. There are, I still see some natural tendencies to clinch to things. You don't need to. Don't worry. Don't worry if you miss the train. There are many trains coming your way. Don't worry to be someone to somebody, because nobody is nobody to everybody. Don't be very judgmental about yourself. Don't be very hesitant towards life. Should I do this, or should I not do this, or is this person good, or is this person bad? Uh, don't raise one hand to give and one hand to slap, like you're giving with one hand but you are ready to slap someone. uh, People are basically good. The circumstances they live in might be not so. I'm not so sure about that, but people are good. When I used to work in Human Connect, I used to work with so called criminals, murderers, rapists. But when given a chance, they blossomed. And they blossomed so well that they have become unrecognizable. So, a person who understands how to channelize the energy into something creative, something uh, that is destined to happen, using them as a medium, becomes unstoppable. I have seen minus humans becoming godlike figures. Like, you won't even be able to tell that this person has committed this and this thing. It's very powerful transformation, you see. So, at the core, they were all good, but I am 500, 1000% sure that the socio-political conditions around them made them criminals. It was just a good person stuck in wrong situation, and things took wrong way in almost all of the cases. So what will you do with the silence, with the peace? Let's find out that. Currently you lack the sense of belonging. I can understand that, because there is no longing for belonging at all. But as I said, you can't go any down from this stage. There is only flight from here. Only flight from here, sorry. you are going to invest your time and your money and your resources and this energy you have stumbled upon in making something very, very, very beautiful, and you will do it in a very non judgmental way. Uh, you will attain life basically. When you're listening to music, you will attain the music. When you're dancing, you will attain the dance. When you're doing your creative thing, you will become the creative thing. You'll become the creativity itself. And that's the power you have stumbled upon. That's the beauty of living, that remains even after recognizing or knowing the ultimate truth. I've seen many people come to me and asking, my mind is liberated and now what? You know, it's a difficult question to answer because I can't tell them to jump off a cliff and die. Because, to be frank, there is nothing after this. There is nothing after this. You just attain the life as it comes. And beautiful things start to happen from your hand. Beautiful smell, a aroma blossoms within you, which you can share with this world. You know, in Indian temples there is a concept called pada. Pada means legs, you know, and you can see sculptures of legs placed outside the temple. So even if you touch those legs, touch the feet, see them, it is as good as seeing the God. So you sharing the sprinkles of your joy with this world is sharing the divinity with them. And this taste that they will have will encourage them to walk the path that you once walked. In you, people will see glimpse of everything that is. Do you get me? And your work, your creativity, your whatever you put into this existence will guide them to find that divinity within themselves. It will become an instrument, it will become a sacred object, if you like, or a reminder for world that there is beauty within yourself which has to be discovered. There is divinity, which in essence is nothing, but which gives birth to everything that is there in this existence. And this is phenomenal work that is supposed to happen with you as the medium of the benevolent force of good. You know, and you will use all this ancestral wisdom, ancestral wealth to make this happen. And then you will find a unique way to belong to this world, you know. So sense of belonging won't be tied to a situation, to a condition, to a place, uh, you will belong wherever you go. People will recognize you as if you are their friend, family, someone from the past, and as if they already know you. And that will give you a sense of belonging in that very moment. Let this journey be filled with love, affection, and there is just one river that you need to cross, is that you don't have to decide. Isn't it beautiful in a way? You know, all your life, the constantly arising problem is decision. Deciding what to eat, deciding what to learn, deciding where to work, deciding where to go, deciding this, deciding that. Wouldn't it be beautiful if things happen on their own accord without any decision? You will feel trapped because a person in prison has no decisions to make, but a person who is released from the prison is more desperate to learn how to make decisions because he hasn't made any decisions for himself too. But this is not the case with you. You will feel restricted for a while, that you're not supposed to decide anything and things are going to be decided for you, or they're going to happen on their own. The way you disengage from the biggest conflict of your life and past lives, in same way you will have to disengage with this urge to decide and have a power to decide, you see. So same technique, different situation, just for the life last time. Once you do that, once you cross this river, then you have crossed everything that has to be crossed. First time in lifetime, this is end of everything, and every moment is beginning of something new. The way you live is the way life lives itself. From now on, when you blink your eyes, you will see the world for the first time. This is it for now. This is a good note to end this, and I hope you liked today's reading. Please like, share, and subscribe, as they say on YouTube. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box. Thank you.